cannot wait to hear her thoughts. Monica Puig gives her a hug. And now I'm sure we'll have plenty of questions to ask.
Alexandra, these truly are career-defining moments. I mean, I've been in your position, but I can't even imagine right now what you are feeling. Try and describe it for us.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I can't believe. Grabe, napasubok talaga yung tibay ng dibdib ko. At sigurado ako na kayo din, kaya congrats mga kababayan, mabuhay. Maraming salamat po.
Now, I'll talk about the match in a minute, but that was the most sweetest embrace. I imagine those are your parents over there, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I just think these moments are just, moments I only have dreamed about, selling out stadiums is insane. And these matches in particular are just really the ones that kind of stick with you, and I've had a lot of them in the past year, so I'm really happy with this win, and yeah.
And talking a little bit about the match, you were down 2-5, and I noticed that you just started stepping up, being a little bit more aggressive, really applying the pressure, and it might have made your opponent a little bit nervous. Was that something that you were conscious of and talking to your coach about?
Yeah, I think she started really well, and in the tight moments, I think she also stepped up, especially with the serve and a lot of winners. I really tried my best in those moments to fight. I really tried to find the fight, and in the end, I think, when I was coming back, I was able to find it. So I'm really proud of that.
And I think once again, the crowd is very proud of that fight as well. Now, looking ahead to the quarterfinal match, maybe you just want to enjoy, but how are you going to mentally try and prepare and reset, because you still have a little bit of a long ways to go?
Yeah, I do have a long ways to go, and each round is even more of a challenge. I think it has its own unique challenges every match, so I'll try my best to recover and prepare for that one. Yeah.
Well, you're moving on tonight. Congratulations to you and your team and your family. Alexandra Eala, everybody!
Well, I think we may have just seen the match of the tournament there. Who knows? Who knows what's next for Alexandra Eala? In terms of the tennis, Katerina Alexandrova will be our quarterfinal opponent tomorrow. Do not miss it. I have a feeling Eala may be sticking around for a little while. There's a lot of fans who would like a little signature or two. Maybe there'll be some lucky ones now to catch one of these tennis balls. My word, I think if she could fire a couple of 100, she would. So many of these fans have got her over the line. There we go. Here's one happy lady there. She can barely find the energy to hit these. And look at the delight of the crowd. And they'll be back tomorrow in their numbers. An absolute classic, I'm sure you will agree. Got a feel for Alexandra Sasnovich. She played her part. 38 winners, far more winners than Eala. But the unforced errors, although there were only 4 more than Eala, they just crept in so much in that final set. 28 break points between them on offer, an awful lot, 11 taken. Sasnovich winning more points overall, but ultimately it was Eala who won the match. There you see Katerina Alexandrova, her opponent. Also in that quarter, Samsonova, Baptiste, Towson, Kessler, the other quarterfinal, along with Cartel, Bayek. All of those tomorrow. Quarterfinal Friday to come. But for myself, Mark Mowdy, thank you for your company today. See you again tomorrow for more action from the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, presented by Abu Dhabi Sports Council.
Alex Eala stepped onto Stadium Court in Abu Dhabi with thousands of fans roaring her name, the energy in the arena almost shaking the air. The stands were completely packed. buzzing with anticipation for the final match of the day. But what made this moment even more intense wasn't just the crowd, the lights, or the pressure of competition. Standing across the net was someone far more personal, her best friend, her former doubles partner, a player she had traveled the world with and shared countless memories alongside. And despite all of that history, Alex still had to find a way to beat her. For most 20-year-olds, that kind of emotional conflict would be overwhelming. Tennis is already a sport built on mental strength, focus, and resilience. Add friendship into the equation, and the challenge becomes even heavier. Yet what Alex did in this match showed exactly why this young Filipino star is quickly becoming someone the entire WTA tour needs to watch very closely. This wasn't just another first-round win. It was a statement about maturity, composure, and competitive fire. The match took place at the Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center, where Alex faced Zeynep Sonmez. On paper, it looked like a standard opening round clash. In reality, it carried layers of history and emotion. These two players knew each other's games, habits, and personalities. They had practiced together, competed together, and supported each other through the ups and downs of professional tennis. Facing a stranger is one thing. Facing a friend is something entirely different. Their head-to-head history added another intriguing dimension. This was the third meeting between Alex and Zeynep, and Alex had won the previous two encounters. The first came in 2023 at an ITF event in France, where she edged out a tight opening set in a tiebreak before closing the match in straight sets. The second meeting, in the 2025 Eastbourne qualifiers, was far more one-sided, with Alex dominating from start to finish. Zeynep entered this match fully aware of that record, knowing she needed something special to change the story. Both players also arrived in Abu Dhabi riding career-high rankings achieved during the same week, Alex at world number 45 and Zeynep at number 79. Momentum surrounded them. Confidence was growing. And Zeynep, in particular, had just delivered a breakthrough run at the Australian Open, reaching the third round and defeating a top-ranked opponent along the way. She wasn't here just to compete. She was here believing she could win. When the match began, Alex immediately showed intent. She attacked early, broke serve, and surged to a 3-1 lead. Her movement looked sharp, her timing clean, and her decision-making calm. It felt like she was in control. But Zeynep refused to fade. She fought back, broke Alex's serve, and leveled the set at 3-3, raising the tension across the stadium. Suddenly, the opening set was wide open again. This was the moment that revealed Alex's growth. Instead of tightening under pressure, she reset mentally and pushed forward. She broke again to reach 5-3, putting herself within a game of the set. When Zeynep broke back to make it 5-4, the pressure returned instantly. Yet Alex responded like a seasoned veteran, breaking serve once more and sealing the set 6-4 with calm authority. It was a display of composure far beyond her years. The second set began with Alex even more focused. She raced to a 3-0 lead, striking the ball with confidence and reading Zeynep's serve brilliantly. Still, the fight wasn't over. Zeynep battled back to 3-2, forcing longer rallies and making Alex earn every point. The competitiveness between them highlighted the emotional complexity of the match, two friends pushing each other to their limits while chasing the same dream. But Alex refused to let momentum slip away. She elevated her level once again, winning 3 of the next 4 games to close the match 6-3. After 1 hour and 31 minutes, it was over. Another straight sets victory. Another step forward in her rising career. And, perhaps most importantly, another example of her growing mental toughness. One statistic captured the story perfectly. Alex converted 6 break points across Zeynep's service games. She was relentless on return, constantly applying pressure and refusing to allow comfort. This wasn't luck or temporary form. It was tactical awareness, sharp anticipation, and disciplined execution, signs of elite-level tennis developing in real time. What stands out most about Alex isn't just her skill, though her shot-making and court coverage are impressive. It's her mindset. She competes with clarity, stays composed in emotional situations, and understands when to be aggressive and when to stay patient. Those qualities often take years to build, yet she is already showing them at just 20 years old. Moments like this match in Abu Dhabi hint at something bigger ahead. Beating a friend is never easy, but handling the situation with professionalism and focus speaks volumes about character. Champions aren't defined only by trophies. They're defined by how they respond to pressure, emotion, and expectation. In this match, Alex showed she possesses all three. As the crowd's cheers echoed through the stadium and she walked off the court victorious, the feeling was clear. This was more than a routine win. It was another chapter in the rise of a player who continues to grow stronger with every challenge. And if this level of maturity and performance continues, the rest of the WTA Tour may soon realize that Alex Eala isn't just a promising talent anymore. After defeating her close friend in front of a packed stadium, Alex Eala could have given the usual post-match response. Something simple like, "I played well, I'm happy to get the win," and then quietly moved on to the next round. That's the standard script in professional sports. Safe, brief, and emotionless. But that's not who Alex is. Instead, she paused and chose words that revealed far more about her character than the scoreline ever could. She said she felt honored to share the court with one of her closest friends, Zeynep. She spoke about how much she admired her, how proud she was of the waves Zeynep is making in tennis, and how their friendship goes far beyond competition. Most of all, she expressed genuine gratitude for that bond. Think about that for a moment. She had just beaten her friend, handed her a loss in a high-stakes professional match, yet the first thing she showed was respect, warmth, and appreciation. No ego. No chest-pounding celebration. Just pure class. That kind of sportsmanship is rare, and it's exactly why so many people are drawn to her. Talent makes fans notice you. Character makes them stay. Alex isn't only becoming a great tennis player, she's becoming the kind of athlete people feel proud to support. The kind of person you want representing your country, your sport, and even your generation. In a world where many athletes are encouraged to focus only on themselves, humility like this stands out. Genuine kindness toward an opponent, especially one you just defeated, isn't common. But for Alex, it feels natural. And that authenticity is part of what makes her rise feel different. With the victory, she also gained something tangible, a jump in the live WTA rankings. Moving up 2 spots placed her at world number 43, inching closer to the top 40. On paper, that's a small step. In reality, it's another sign of steady momentum. And honestly, the top 40 doesn't feel like the destination. It feels like a checkpoint. Because here's the scary part for the rest of the tour. She's only 20 years old. Most professional tennis players don't reach their peak until their mid-20s. That means Alex still has years to grow stronger, faster, and more tactically sharp. She's developing physically, mentally, and strategically, and she's already competing with and beating players ranked inside the top 50, the top 40, and even the top 20 on the right day. That trajectory isn't just promising, it's explosive. Earlier this year at the Australian Open, she made her Grand Slam main draw debut and immediately drew massive attention. Reports described an insane queue forming outside Court 6 as Filipino fans showed up in huge numbers just to watch her play. The match itself didn't go her way. She lost in the first round to Alicia Parks, but the result almost felt secondary. Because crowds like that don't appear for ordinary players. Fans don't just support skill. They support connection, emotion, hope. And Alex makes people feel something powerful, pride, inspiration, possibility. That's the early spark of superstardom, the intangible qualities statistics can't measure. Now she advances to the second round, where another challenge waits, Alexandra Sasnovich of Belarus. This is no easy matchup. Sasnovich is 31 years old, bringing a full decade more experience to the court. She entered the draw as a lucky loser after a withdrawal, but that label can be misleading. In her opening match, she stunned 8th seed Paula Badosa, a former world number 2, and one of the most dangerous players on tour. That tells you everything. Sasnovich is crafty, seasoned, and capable of beating elite opponents. But here's the interesting twist. Alex has often thrived in exactly this kind of situation. She's comfortable as the underdog. Comfortable when expectations are low and doubts are loud. Add the confidence from her first-round performance, 6 service breaks, composed shot-making, and strong mental control, and suddenly this matchup feels wide open. And her schedule doesn't get any lighter. She's also competing in doubles alongside Indonesian partner Janice Chin, where they're set to face Leylah Fernandez and Kristina Mladenovic. That's a formidable pairing. Fernandez is a Grand Slam finalist in doubles, and Mladenovic is a multiple-time Grand Slam champion. In other words, another serious test. But Alex has never been someone who avoids challenges. She runs toward them. Which leads to a bigger question. Why does Alex Eala matter beyond wins and rankings? Because she's representing the Philippines on some of the biggest sporting stages in the world. She's inspiring young Filipino kids to pick up a racket and believe that global success is possible, even if you don't come from traditional tennis powerhouses like the United States or Europe. Every time she steps onto the court, she carries more than just her own ambitions. She carries the dreams of millions watching from home. And instead of shrinking under that pressure, she seems to grow stronger from it. The energy of Filipino fans, like the roaring crowd in Abu Dhabi, doesn't weigh her down. It fuels her. Just as important is how she carries herself. With humility, with grace, with visible respect for opponents. She's quietly showing young athletes everywhere that competitiveness and kindness can coexist. You can fight fiercely for victory and still treat people with warmth. You can win with class and lose with dignity. That balance is becoming part of the Alex Eala identity, the brand forming naturally around her. And the sport is better for it. So, here's a bold prediction. Save it, revisit it, debate it later if you want. Alex Eala reaches the top 30 by the end of this year, maybe even higher. Why believe that? Because the ingredients are already there. The game, the mental resilience, the relentless work ethic, and perhaps most important, the quiet but unmistakable belief in herself. You can see it in the way she plays. She isn't stepping on court hoping to win. She's stepping on court expecting to. That kind of confidence can't be taught. It's built through years of sacrifice, small victories, painful losses, and unwavering commitment. Look at what she's already accomplished. Grand Slam junior champion, US Open Girls singles title holder, Australian Open Girls doubles champion. At every level she's played, she's found ways to win. Now she's bringing that same winning mindset to the main tour. And when a player with this much talent, composure, and purpose starts gaining momentum, it's usually only a matter of time before deep runs turn into titles and promise turns into greatness. So remember the name, because Alex Eala isn't just rising, she's coming.